Hey, what is up, investors? Jason here. So in this video, we're going to be talking about these blockchain mining stocks again and talking again about the cryptocurrencies. Now, it has been pretty crazy here recently. There has been some really good news that has really helped out cryptocurrencies, primarily Bitcoin and Ethereum. But there's also been some fake news out that has also recently, and I'm talking about what you're seeing right now, where we are already seeing Bitcoin moving up, but a supposed alleged insider with Amazon made a statement saying that Amazon is going to be accepting Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as a payment method. Now that sent the price of Bitcoin up even faster than it was already moving along very steadily over the weekend. But then a little bit after that news came out, we're talking about like 12 hours, more than 12 hours after that news came out, Amazon then retracted that, saying, hey, we never made that statement. This isn't true. But they did make a job posting for somebody cryptocurrency related that they're looking for. So that brings up a lot of speculation, and we'll get to more of that soon. There were plenty of catalysts already for Bitcoin and Ethereum to really start off a big bull run, which we have been seeing. So the Amazon news was just very, very short news that was just out there, and it really helped pump up the price of Bitcoin. But this news about everything that's been going on since the big Bitcoin conference, the B Word, that had Elon Musk, Cathie Woods, Jack Dorsey, that has really helped kick off things with seeing a big bull run that we've been seeing. Now, of course, yeah, there's a bit of a correction going on right now. That's nothing to be afraid of because that was just some false info. But I think everything else that we're seeing with all the positive information that's out, some information that's come out with Tesla with their recent Q2 earnings report, and other news that has been very positive for Bitcoin, I think we're going to still see a really nice big bull run to continue, in my opinion. So I just want to talk about everything that we're seeing, just kind of go over this right now. So as we get to this, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor. Please be sure to smash, destroy, annihilate, or just gently press that like button, because that does help me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, helps spread these videos to more people that might find it interesting, and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're interested in being a Patreon and helping support this channel even more and joining the private Discord, the link is in the description. Thank you to all the Patreons. All right, everybody, now let's get to this. So first, we'll look over at this sell-off, and we'll just cover the cryptocurrencies a little bit here. And then later on in the video, we're going to get to the blockchain miners. Now, I have a feeling that we're going to see those miners take a little bit of a hit from the gains that they've recently made because of the false information that was out about Bitcoin and Amazon. But anyways, looking at the way that we've been seeing the price of Bitcoin going up, this thing it was just recently below $30,000. We're talking about just a matter of a week. Things have really turned around for Bitcoin. It was looking a little bit scarce there for a bit. I was kind of worried, but it did show a whole lot of resistance as it was below $30,000. There was a lot of resistance there, and it did manage to stay above that. But then as time went on, then we saw it really start just climbing up very slowly. And this is where I said, hey, we're going to possibly be seeing this thing go into a big bull run here. And that's what we've just been seeing. But things really popped up a lot with the announcement of Amazon possibly accepting Bitcoin here in the future. And that really did increase the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as well, because it wasn't just necessarily catered to Bitcoin. But that news ended up not being true. Now, it could, though, be possible that Amazon is actually setting up payments to be ready for Bitcoin. And the story first came out by City AM, who actually was the one that broke the story, and that's who really got things moving on this whole Amazon Bitcoin thing. And the article was saying that Amazon definitely lining up Bitcoin payments and token confirms insiders. So they had information from people within Amazon that was saying, hey, this is a real thing. Amazon is going to start taking cryptocurrencies, and they're getting a guy in for to be actually managing the whole crypto side of Amazon. So This kind of just led into a whole lot of bullish activity, a whole lot of buying into Bitcoin. The article went on to say that Amazon is looking to accept Bitcoin payments by the end of the year and is investigating its own token for 2022, says an insider. The internet behemoth set tongues wagging over the weekend after publishing a job advertisement for a cryptocurrency and blockchain lead. The vacancy clearly a signal the company is laying down a pathway towards cryptocurrency transactions. Calls for someone who can leverage domain enterprise in blockchain, distributed ledger, central bank digital currencies, and cryptocurrencies. And then it goes on to say, the insider also explained that the directors of the world's fourth largest company were keen to move towards kicking off other big cryptocurrencies once they had established a fast and secure method of Bitcoin payment. Ethereum, Cardano, and Bitcoin Cash will be next in line before they bring about 8 of the most popular cryptocurrencies online, she added. It won't take long because the plans are already there, and they have been working on them since 2019. Now, I have a feeling that that was actually true information, and what more than likely happened was this person spilt the beans, and they had to backpedal about this because Amazon hadn't reported anything to the SEC. Like, it's true, they were looking for someone to hire in that space, so it does easily bring the assumption that that's what's actually going on. But the problem is that Amazon hasn't told the SEC. Now they're changing a market. They're changing something that they're going to be accepting as a payment, something that is going to be part of their company. It's going to be an asset. So they're changing the value of something with that news being out, and that catalyst for that coin going up in value could actually be bad for Amazon if that's something that is caused by this news being out. So they want to actually stop that because, hey, they haven't reported it to the SEC. They can't just go, hey, we're going to start accepting payments. The price of Bitcoin goes up, and then what happens? Because then they could be possible lawsuits or whatever could happen from there. So they're just pretty much doing damage protection, in my opinion. So it would make sense that Amazon does accept it because, well, their competitions accept it. And eBay, PayPal, we know that they got into that whole space too. So why wouldn't Amazon jump on that? But they can't do anything until it's actual information that they put out. You do something, you jump to something ahead of time, and you get something moving and you change the value of something, that can lead to a lot of trouble. All right, now let's get on to some other news here. Now Tesla just released their Q2 earnings report, and there is some positive news here, in my opinion, about Bitcoin. Now, remember in the first quarter, Tesla purchased $1.5 billion of Bitcoin, and they also announced that they would be accepting Bitcoin as a payment. Now, the payments themselves, very short-lived. They only did about $101 million in sales with Bitcoin, and then by that time, Elon Musk put a stop to it, so it was very short-lived. Their Bitcoin still is valued at this moment at $1.31 billion here at the second quarter, so it's still doing all right in my opinion. But when there was that big rally that had happened with Bitcoin, the $1.5 billion that they purchased had gone up at one point to $2.48 billion. So there was a bunch of things really going for Bitcoin, and Tesla having Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So because of that, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Tesla purchase more Bitcoin now after this report had just come out. And more than likely, I wouldn't be surprised if they start accepting Bitcoin as a payment here again soon, because of all that stuff that went on in China. Pretty much everybody that is a big Bitcoin miner that is left is doing it all the clean energy route. Now, if that does happen with Tesla, that would be great. But there is also one more catalyst with Bitcoin right now that could help send the price of Bitcoin up a lot more, and that is a short squeeze. So an epic short squeeze, to be exact, as this article is saying on Decrypt. This is why the price of Bitcoin is surging, what they're saying, but there's multiple things that are affecting the price of Bitcoin positively and negative at this moment. So from what this article is saying, it's talking about when those shorting an asset like Bitcoin start to lose out. In other words, the price of the cryptocurrency rises, they are forced to capitulate and start buying at a higher price to pay back the initial loan they took out. and this causes the price to go up even further and quickly. We know how the short squeezes work. Everybody's been talking about that a lot. But the big thing is these people that are able to short Bitcoin, they're the ones with money, because the average person, you and I, we can't easily do this. Ones with money are the ones that actually have the options to be able to short Bitcoin. That's not a very easy thing that's open to the public. We can't do that on Webull or on Robinhood or anywhere else. Only certain people have the ability, we're talking about institutions, have the ability to actually short Bitcoin. The average person doesn't have $30,000, $40,000 to cover the cost of Bitcoin. So if we're seeing the possibilities of a short squeeze here, we're seeing Bitcoin being purchased at the full amounts here, we could be talking about the price of Bitcoin going up to a whole lot of money if that is the case. Now, I would assume that there would be a lot more attacks of Bitcoin coming if there is a short squeeze problem here, because we were seeing a lot of price manipulation going on with Bitcoin. And now there's been a lot of things that have been really helping move along the price of Bitcoin to make it hard for any sort of manipulation to be really affecting it. So there's going to be a lot of articles, in my opinion, coming out negatively talking about Bitcoin and trying to get people to sell it off and bring that price down. I wouldn't be surprised. And, or if even anything, there's also that possibility that someone pretending to be an Amazon insider made a statement about Bitcoin just to get the price of Bitcoin up more, to also cause a little bit more of a short squeeze. Who knows what the possibilities are? Anything could really be happening at this moment. Now, in general, with everything that's going on with Bitcoin, if we do see this thing continue to rally, do keep in mind these blockchain miner stocks here, the hash rate is easier. They're not competing with China. There's a lot more that they're able to take now. They're getting a bigger slice of this pie. And so they're getting Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatever else they're mining at these lower prices. Just imagine what could happen if we do see the price of Bitcoin going back up to like $50,000. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see these things go way above their previous last highs that they were at. That's just my opinion. None of this is financial advice. This video is just for entertainment purposes only. So do take that in consideration. But that's the way I think. That's the way I'm thinking here, that we're going to easily see these blockchain mining stocks go up a lot with all the Bitcoin mining that is going on. So anyways, I just wanted to make this video as an update, just because I know I made a blockchain mining stock video a couple days ago, but there's a lot more going on with Bitcoin at this moment, with Ethereum at this moment, with everything that's been going on recently. So anyways, with all that being said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. New videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video coming very soon.